Basically, over the next few days, I just plan to do lots and lots of crafting projects and read and maybe watch some good films. I've really been wanting to get into knitting. This is truly forcing me to slow down. We are going to settle in for another lovely little cozy summer day. Hello friends, welcome here or welcome back to another video. I thought it would be nice today to just have some cozy chill days together. I feel like it's been a while since we just hung out. I feel like the last few videos have been very structured and themed almost, so I thought it would be nice to just have a cozy few days together. I'm actually currently on annual leave, so I really have nothing on the agenda, which is amazing. Basically, over the next few days, I just plan to do lots and lots of crafting projects and read and maybe watch some good films, and that's kind of the extent of what I've planned. And speaking of crafts, I do need to go and acquire some craft supplies for projects that I want to do over the next few days, so I'm just getting ready to head out into town. I've got a few other errands to run as well, so without further ado, I think let's just crack on with the video. So go and get cozy, get comfy, and let's enjoy a few cozy days together. I've had a little spot of lunch. I had some leftover olive and lemon pasta, which was absolutely scrumptious, but I thought I would quickly show you the little bits and bobs that I picked up whilst I was out today, because some of them are relevant to the video and some of them are just quite fun and I would like to share them. So where to begin? So I'm going to start with the most boring things. I just restocked my moisturizers. These are from Aldi. I just used their Q10 day and night cream if anybody was interested. And of course, another summer essential is a little box of antihistamines, because some of us are victims of hay fever. And I also got these delicious honey and lime cashews because these are so good as a little snack, a little treat. So I picked some of those up. I also went to the Body Shop because if you have a loyalty card with them, they give you a little £5 voucher on your birthday. And it was recently my birthday. When I'm filming this, it is the 24th of July. So I had my birthday 5 days ago, which meant I had a little voucher to use. So I went and treated myself to a little body butter, and I got the coconut scent because I just think it's really like soft and warm and lovely, and I've had it before and I really like it. And I love how small these little jars are because they're so good for traveling, and I have a trip coming up towards the end of August, so this will be perfect for that. And then I bought 3 candles. To be fair, 2 of them are gifts, but I had no idea that so much of the autumnal decor and goodies would be in shops yet because, as I say, it is July. I bought 3 candles, 2 of them are gifts. So I got Stay Spooky and Witch Spells, which has this super cute little lid. Let me show you the lid. It like changes in the light. I don't know if you can see it, but they both smell amazing. Witch Spells is so warm and spicy and delicious, and I just have to decide who to give which one to. And then I also found a candle which I loved, and so I'm gonna pop it aside for September, October time, and this is Dragon Dust by M of WG, Black Potion Scented Candle. I'm not sure, it looks like this. And this has notes of fresh green leaves, fruited fig and juicy cassis, spicy cardamom and creamy sandalwood. It's kind of fruity but not too sweet, and it's got that really nice freshness, but it's still warm. It's just everything that I enjoy in a scent, and I think it looks really cool. I think it looks like a little apotheca's jar or something, so I'm really excited to light that a bit later this year. And then lastly, before we get onto the craft supplies, which is really what I need to tell you about, I also picked up a reservation from the library. This is Isabella Nag and the Pot of Basil by Oliver Darkshire, or Darkshire, I'm not 100% sure, and this just sounded so fun, like such a good fun read. So I am still working my way through my summer reading challenge list, but I am going to drop this one in as a little extra because I just think it's so perfect. And if you watched my kind of fairy tale birthday party video, you'll know that this image on the front is very in keeping with the vibes that I'm trying to cultivate. So this is definitely going to be my next read. I've still got a lot of my current read to go, but I'm really looking forward to diving into that. I think I need a quick sip of tea and then I'll tell you about all of my crafting goodies. So I have 2 craft projects that I would like to be getting on with for the remainder of this week. The first one is a birthday gift for my friend Lucy, and I have gone ahead and bought her a pair of really sweet and beautiful embroidery scissors because she is an avid knitter, and I feel like it would be really helpful for her to have a small pair of scissors for her to take on the go, whether she's coming to our craft club or just going to a cafe, going to the library, going on public transport, just something where she can have a nice pair of scissors. And so I decided that what would be really lovely to go along with that is if I was to make a little case to keep them safe, to keep the blades basically safe. So I have gone ahead and got a few supplies today. I've got a piece of felt, which is this lovely kind of olive green colour, quite earthy, but really lovely. It's mostly wool with a little bit of viscose, so it's got a nice kind of drape and flexibility to it. And then for my own personal stock as well, I've gone ahead and got 2 different embroidery thread colours because I'm either running low or don't have these kind of colours in my collection. And my plan for the case, as you might have guessed, is to embroider something, but specifically I want to make it look like a moth with its wings closed because it has a very similar sort of triangular shape that the scissors should be able to fit in really well. So that is my first and probably most important craft that I would like to get done. So I'm going to make a start on that today. But then I also have really been wanting to get into knitting. I have learnt the knit stitch in the past. I've pretty much just made scarves, but I am not confident with my purl stitch at all, and just in general I've never done like increases or decreases or anything like that, so I'm feeling very much like a beginner. But I recently bought a new laptop because whenever I edit a video or export a video or just generally use my laptop for more than half an hour, it does start to sound like it's about to take flight. It is over 10 years old now, so it's to be expected, I suppose, but I recently got a new laptop and I need a new laptop case. So I have decided to knit a laptop case because I think it will be really good practice to learn the stockinette stitch, but just do it on a really simple scale of like a big rectangle that I can then seam, and just kind of get a bit more confident with a project. And I'm really looking forward to starting that actually. So I went ahead and picked up some yarn as well whilst I was out. This is the Stylecraft Highland Heathers DK weight yarn in the colour Bracken, and I don't think it's really showing up exactly the kind of colour it is on camera. It's probably just showing up as like a teal colour, which is what it is from a distance, but it has these really beautiful flecks of yellow and purple and green, and it is just so beautiful. It reminds me of like the depths of the ocean or something like that, so I'm really excited to make a start on that. But I feel like that might be a project for tomorrow or maybe even the day after to make a start with, but I have plenty to be getting on with. And now that I've been home for a while, had some lunch, and now have a cup of tea in my arsenal as well, I think it's time that we make a start with the scissor case. And I can kind of hopefully show you a little bit of how I'm planning to do that. I'm trying out a headscarf because I always think they look really cute, but I never really know if I can pull them off. I also don't know if I just look really ridiculous. If I do, I don't want to hear it. Just let me know if I look cute. Good morning, friends. It is the next day, and this morning I have just been finishing up the little scissor case. I'm so thrilled with how this turns out. This is the front. You can see the little scissors poking out the bottom. This is a little moth that I embroidered, and then on the back I just have an L for Lucy, so it's got her initials on. And then to keep everything secure, I just attached a little press stud inside. I don't know whether you can see that, so that the scissors aren't flying around all over the place in her bag. And I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. I think it's very cute and all ready to go and slip into her little crafty bag. Last night I also began my knitting project, so I haven't got very far, but all I have done is cast on my stitches, and then I've knitted a row and purled a row. And purl stitch is so much easier than I remember. I used the sheep and stitch tutorials to learn how to do the knit stitch, and I don't think I actually watched her tutorial to learn purl stitch, and clearly her teaching style is right up my alley because I got it no problem at all. So I've only got 2 rows on here at the moment, but I'm enjoying the process. And I have to say, there is nothing like learning a new skill to really actually get you to slow down and just take a breather. Like, this took me 45 minutes or something like that for that, which is such a humbling moment. I'm someone that is usually quite quick when it comes to different kind of arty things, I would say. I don't think I'm like faster than average, but for example with watercolor painting, I've kind of honed in on my craft, and so I know the kind of quick shortcuts, if you will, to get the desired effect without going through the entire kind of correct watercolor process. And just painting processes in general, I tend to work quite quickly to get the results that I want. This is truly forcing me to slow down and not super concentrate, but kind of concentrate at the moment. And I'm really enjoying the process. This is a skill that I've like wanted to learn for a long time, and I think it's actually quite nice for me to have to be slow and take my time with something that I really enjoy doing. So I really enjoyed doing this last night, and I would really like to get a little bit more knitting done today. Obviously we might not actually see much progress because I am a slow knitter, but I guess that will just improve with time and with practice, which is what I'm learning and is a good lesson to relearn, I think, as well. I also don't know if I'm doing the tension right yet at all or anything like that. Again, that's something that I will practice and figure out as I go, but yeah, it's really nice to learn a new skill. Easier than I thought it would be, actually. It's a lot more approachable. It's just time consuming. So on the agenda today, I want to wrap up Lucy's gift, so it's all ready to go. I want to do a bit more knitting. The sun is out today, so I'd love to get out and about for a little walk. And I also have the not as fun task of transferring all of my files from my old laptop onto my new laptop, which will probably take a little bit of time. And then in and amongst all of that, I would like to make some time for reading today, because I didn't really read a lot yesterday. I probably read for like half an hour before bed, and that was it. So I would really like to make a little bit more time to read today. And yeah, that's all that's on the agenda. I think George is going to be back from his run very shortly. He is going to game with a friend, I think, in the living room, so we will probably set up in the spare room or maybe even the bedroom. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we are going to settle in for another lovely little cozy summer day. And I'm saying summer day as well because I am starting to feel the pull of the autumn season. I think there's lots of videos being released at the moment of like autumn in July or autumn, preparing for autumn, and I am such an autumnal girly. I feel like I was built for the autumn. That's like my season. It's where I shine. But I am really trying to live in the present a bit more, live in the moment, and not get drawn into always looking ahead, which as someone who makes content is a little bit tricky to do. And also as someone who, in an ideal world, it would always be autumn. So I'm trying really hard to remember it's still summer and to try and enjoy all of the parts that come with summer, like a beautiful sunshiny warm day. However, the one thing that I think is seasonally appropriate all year round is extreme coziness. So let's settle in for another lovely cozy day together. It is now 2:45 and I've taken myself to park because I have spent most of today dealing with the tech and doing some editing, and now I am just in the park reading my book, and it's such a lovely, warm, gorgeous day today. so I'm really happy that I've taken the time to come out and read for a bit. And when I get home, I think it's time that we begin some knitting, but we will see where the day takes us. I'm not sure how long I'll be out, but I'm really enjoying it for now.
Radio up and the blinds pulled down. We love it when nobody's around. I wanna call out round town, but you bite my lip, don't make a sound. I'll be damned if I'm leaving without you.
I've just had the most deliciously relaxed Saturday morning. It's been exquisite. I did some reading, I baked some fresh bread, and I also did a bit more knitting. Guys, I think knitting is going to be my new personality. I wanted to show you my progress so far. There's not very much to show, and unfortunately I have made quite a few mistakes, but it's okay, I'm learning something new. Let me show you the side where you can actually see the stitches. Let's see, this is a good little section. Ignore the dropped stitch there. But look, it looks like a proper knit stitch. This is the stockinette stitch, so it's a row of knit and then a row of purl. Unfortunately, I do have a few holes. I don't know if you can see one there. There's a little one here as well. And then unfortunately, there is this big one, which my whole pinky finger can fit through. But this has taken me like five and a half hours to do this. There is a bit more than it looks like because it is very rolled up. I feel like that's a normal thing that happens with knitting. But that's as far as I've got. And I do think that I can fix these holes. I've done it before on jumpers when a little hole like this appears with like a crochet hook. So I think I can fix these little holes once I finish the whole thing. And I am learning as I go, and it's a steep learning curve at times. I think, interestingly, I keep casting on accidentally. Like, I started with 75 stitches, and this morning when I counted them, I had 82. I'm not really sure how that happened, so I've had my first experience doing some decreases, which I think have gone really well. So it's really, really fun to learn something new, and it's also, as I said before, a bit of a humbling experience to achieve this in such a long amount of time, but I really like it. I spent pretty much all of my evening just knitting with an ambience video on. I found the most ridiculous ambience video, guys. It's like a cozy fireside little cabin kind of ambient video, but the plot twist is that it's just a bunch of little rabbits doing tasks. It's just absolutely insane and adorable, and I thoroughly enjoyed having that on in the background last night. I'll try and link it in the description in case that also floats your boat. But for right now, I am getting ready to leave the house. I'm gonna go meet a friend in town and we're gonna go to the art gallery. So we are gonna get ready, go and look at some beautiful artwork and hang out with my friend. And then I will check in with you once I'm home a little bit later today. Got back from a wonderful afternoon with my friend Pascal. We had such a lovely time going around the art gallery and then went and got a delicious slice of cake and a refreshing drink at a cafe, and it was just such a lovely way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Belle is a fairly new friend, which is always really exciting, getting to know somebody, and I feel like recently I've been getting to know so many just like cool, inspiring women, and it feels really, really lovely to just spend more time getting to know them. And yeah, I've just had a really lovely afternoon. So I am back home now, as you can see, and I think I am going to sign off the video here because all I plan to do for the rest of the evening is play some video games, hang out with George, probably knit some more and eat a delicious dinner, which George is currently cooking in the kitchen, which I am really looking forward to. So thank you so much for being here, friends. I really hope you've enjoyed kind of this more relaxed, cozy video. I felt like it had been a while since we just spent some time together and hung out doing all the cozy things. So thank you so much for being here, friends. Take care, and I will see you very soon in another video. Goodbye.